Well guys, I just realized I got into this video, started recording, realized I never pressed recorded. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jasmine and I post Christian content to help you and motivate you with your walk with Christ. And if you want to learn more about Jesus, share His word, or become stronger in your faith, subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications to get notified every time I post a video so that you can build your faith and share the word to other people. And before we get into this video, I want to share with y'all a goal that I have for this channel. And the goal I have for this channel is to reach 100 subscribers by my birthday, which is in May 24th. So when you help me reach my goal, I have something big planned for celebrating 100 subscribers with y'all. And I'm super excited and I can't wait. So the sooner you help me reach 100 subscribers and share the word about my channel and share the word about Jesus to other people, the sooner I will be able to show you that video. And I'm super excited. I haven't done it yet, but I'm so excited to do it. So help me reach 100 subscribers by May 24th. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about, is it okay for Christians to do yoga? Can Christians do yoga? Or should Christians do yoga? So I'm going to be sharing with y'all what research I have done into this video and research it. And I also want to let you know that in all my videos, I do research to make sure that I'm giving you the truth and giving you as much information that I can about this topic. I hope I answer all your questions in this video and that I get as much information to y'all. So before we start, I have to tell y'all what yoga means. So I looked up the definition and it says, a Hindu spiritual and ascetic discipline, a part of which includes breathing control and simple meditation. So that is what yoga is. So you may be thinking, oh, that doesn't seem bad because you're just meditating and breathing control. But let's dive in a little bit deeper to see what Hindu is, because it says it's a Hindu spiritual thing that they do. So Hindu is a religion which they believe that when you die, you come back as something else, and they worship Brahma, which is an idol. And the Bible says, do not worship idols. So in Exodus 34:14 it says, do not worship any other gods, for the Lord whose name is jealous. So the Bible itself is saying, do not worship any other gods. And he is saying not to worship any idols and stuff, and it even is a commandment not to worship any other idols. But y'all may also be saying, but I'm not worshiping Brahma while I'm doing yoga. But let's go deeper so I can help you figure that out. So the Bible doesn't specifically say Christians can do yoga, we cannot do yoga. So I looked up some verses so I can apply to this situation and help y'all figure out if it is okay or not. 1 Timothy 4:7-8 says, have nothing to do with irrelevant, silly myths. Rather, train yourself for godliness. So I know that things that you do don't always train you up for God. Like me, I'm a runner. I know that me running isn't building my faith. I'm just running and it's not building my faith, but you can help it build your faith. Like me, when I go running and I feel like I don't have energy to continue, or because when you run, especially when I run long distance running 2, 3, 4, 5 miles, just looking at the ground and looking at stuff around you, it gets boring sometimes. It does, honestly. But so what I do is that I play Christian songs in my head. Like I have a Christian playlist that goes on through my head, and I just pray to God and talk to God and just listen to Him when I'm running, because that's like a quiet time for me. Though I may not be in my room reading my Bible, sitting down, listening to Him, I have a lot of my distractions are gone when I run, and that's when I pray to Jesus. So that is a different way that you can. You also may be saying, but when I do yoga, I pray to God. Yes, that's okay, you pray to God. Of course, anytime, wherever you're doing, wherever and whenever, you can pray to God. But also at the same time, you don't want to pray to God but yet worship an idol. Because those two don't mix. It's like water and oil. You know how water and oil don't mix, they just separate? That's how that is. God, it doesn't want to mix with that, with the idols. Because God knows He is way above idols. Idols are just an object. They have no power in them. God has power in Him. God can do everything. God does miracles. These idols, they just decoration on a shelf. And I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, but this is the truth, and I have to get the truth out, and that is what my job is on this channel, to say the truth. And so I'm sorry if this video offends you, but I have to say it, and I have to get it out, because there are people out here who are lost, who are confused, who don't know who Jesus is, and my mission is to help you build your faith and help lost people find Jesus. And I know this kind of got off the topic of yoga, so let's go back. And also, I know that people do yoga because it helps them stretch out, helps them relax, and even like scientists have proven and all these different things that it helps relax your body and all that stuff. And though that relaxes your body, Jesus is the one who fully relaxes your body, who helps you relieve anxiety, relieve stress, and helps you get all of that, because he is the one who can take that stuff away. Now, not stretching, not sitting down calmly. Yes, those things can help. Yeah, they can. But Jesus is the ultimate healer. Jesus is the one who can take those things away. And also people are like, I'm doing this stretching, right? But I'm not including the Hindu. I'm not worshiping the idol. But it's still in the background. It's in the lineage. It has stuff to do with it. It all reverses back to the Hindu religion of worshiping their idol Brahma. And I think I'm saying that right, Brahma. I'm not sure. And it's not bad to stretch, because I stretch before races, before practices. I stretch, but when I stretch, I'm not doing yoga. Like, I'm stretching on different ways. Like, I'm holding my leg back, I'm crossing my arms, and reaching to my toes. Like, you can stretch in different ways. Just be careful on how you do different things. Because some things you may be doing, and you may be thinking, it's good for my body. It's good. It's showing good signs in my body. But what about your spiritual body? Because your physical body is temporary. Your physical body is only here on earth for a couple of years. You're like, Jasmine, a couple of years? 5, 6 years? No, a couple of years, it can be a lifetime. That's just a split second to God. Eternity is forever. Never ends. And that's where your spirit is going to go. So I'd rather do something that's going to promote and build up my spirit than something that's going to build up my body. You know, I'm going to read the Word. I'm going to study the Bible so that my spirit man gets stronger and I can fight against when temptation comes to me. You're thinking like, oh, but I want to work on my body. Yeah, that's fine. You can work out your body, get it strong. But don't let things overpower them. And don't be like, oh, I'm going to work out my body, but I can read the Bible later. I'm like, yeah, people say I'll read it later, but most of the time, you don't go later. You say, I'll do it later. You don't do it later. Not just with that, but with different things. So, again, getting a little bit off topic, but I hope you understood what that meant. So, I looked up some poses on what they do in yoga, and if you do yoga, you may be familiar with warrior pose, and I'm not very familiar with it. I don't do yoga, I don't do that stuff, but the warrior pose, I'll pop up a picture right here so you can see what the warrior pose is, and the backstory on how they created the warrior pose, you'll see, I'll read it to you, okay? It says, the multiple forms of the warrior pose. There are 3 main poses and 3 other variations. All are derived from the ancient story of a warrior named Virabhara, the son of Hindu god Shiva. I'm not good at pronouncing these names, so you can laugh at me if you want, that's fine. But I don't know how to say these right. It says, in this story, Shiva became angry and tore out a lock of his hair, throwing it to the ground, and the hair turned into Virabhara, an incredible, powerful warrior who used righteous anger to defeat enemies. The warrior poses are different embodiments of this powerful warrior. They are meant to symbolize the overcoming of the ego and ignorance. You may be thinking like, yeah, that's cool. Like, it's a warrior. That's cool. Like he fought people. Like he was strong and powerful. But all that reverts back to his dad. It is not real, but the story says that his dad tore out his hair in anger. So it's all his power is fueled by anger from his dad, ripping his hair out in anger and throwing it down in frustration. And then he came to be. So this pose to me is just anger, you know? Like, you mean, like, but it relaxes my body when I do it. It's cool when I do it. I feel good. But it all good for me. That's how I see it, and this is how I translate this story into it all reversing back to anger. And so that's what that means to me. And then the tree pose. This is the tree pose. This origins of this pose comes from an Indian epic poem by Ramanan. In part of the poem, a woman named Sita is captured by a demon king Rava, who holds her prisoner at his place and tries to convert her to forget about her exiled husband, Rama. Convinced that Rama will soon come save her, Sita finds solace among the trees outside the palace, where she meditates and waits for Rama to rescue her. The trees are represents of patience and conviction that Sita has had in waiting for her exiled husband. At one point, the trees spoke to her, saying, "Stay still, little sister. Be calm and steady like us. Seasons change, we know. This captivity is now forever. Stay still and remember Rama." During tree poses, one of the goals is to stay rooted into the ground that holds the pose with patience. So this story is saying that somebody captured Sita and said, "Oh yeah," and she's like, "Yeah, he'll come to save me. My husband will come and save me." But he's not alive. He's not going to come and save her. So she has this false truth in her head saying, "Oh, my hero will come and save me. My prince in shining armor will come and save me." So she goes in the trees and she's like, "Oh, I'll just wait here patiently for him, knowing he'll come." And then the trees out of nowhere just start speaking to him. The trees start speaking to her like, "No, that doesn't happen." And so the trees are like, "Well, this captivity is forever. Like, it's okay, just stay still. You're going to be captive here forever." That's scary. What if somebody comes up to you and just like locks you in your room and be like, "Oh, it's okay. You'll stay here forever away from everybody, but it's okay because you're safe in this room." That's not okay. Like, no, you're not safe just by yourself, locked up, because you're just locked up. Like, who wants to be just locked up by themselves? So this isn't. In the beginning, it says Sita was captured by a demon king Rava, which he is not a king because he's a demon, so no, he's already defeated and all that. So, see, the first one was out of anger, and this one is a demon king Rava comes and takes a girl and just captures her and says, "You'll be fine." So that's for the tree pose. The last pose I will be talking about is a corpse pose, and this is what it is. And if you don't know what corpse means, corpse is dead body. Like, who wants to pose as a dead body? No offense anyway, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I know I don't want to pose as a dead body. But it says, corpse pose is usually the last pose in yoga class. It's a relaxation pose performed while laying on your back on your mat. This pose is meant to mimic death, to help you prepare. It's important to remember that the yogic version of death is different than from the view held in the West. Death is seen as the highest moment of life, which is why it is important to prepare for it. Yeah, I understand that we're going to die and we shouldn't be scared of death because if you have faith in Jesus and you are saved, you're going to go to heaven. That's why you shouldn't be scared of death. But this is telling you, get ready for death. Prepare for death. No! What if it's a kid doing it? You're telling a kid, you're preparing for death, go lay down and prepare for death. It's going to scare the kid. That would scare me if somebody told me that. Lay down, prepare for death, it's relaxing your body. But you're preparing for death. You're learning how to lay as a dead body. That's not right. So those are the 3 different poses. So I'll go over them really quickly. So we started off with the tree pose, which was a Oh wait, no, we didn't start off with the tree pose. We started off with the warrior pose that started off with the dad who tore out his hair out of anger, and his son came out as a warrior who was just all angry and all that stuff. And the next one was the tree pose, where the demon king Rava came and stole Sita and captured her, and the trees were comforting her and saying, "Yo, it's okay, you'll be captive here forever." And then the last one was the corpse pose, representing death and getting ready for death. And if you want to read more onto this and there's a little bit more on here, I'll go ahead and link the website down below. So you can go ahead and check on that, and you can see that what I'm saying is true and what's written here. And so you can go ahead and check that out below. But so to me, the yoga always goes back to its original state, what it is meant to do and what it's meant for. And it's meant to worship their Hindu god Brahma. And so it's like something was created to this, but you're changing it to be this. Like, yeah, you may be like, oh, I have a flower pot, I'm going to use it as a pen holder. Like, that's fine. Like, has its meaning is just a flower pot. But yoga, its meaning is worship an idol, Brahma. And you can't change something that is bad and that is evil, that is worshiping other gods, to be peaceful, happy, joy, and be godly. You can't do that. Yes, of course, you can still stretch. Of course. And if you have questions on what stretches you can and cannot do, please, please, please let me know, and I will of course get to you, and I'll let you know what stretches I do before I go on my races. And if you want me to do a video on what stretches I do instead of doing yoga, you can do this. Let me know down below if you want me to do that, and find some good things for y'all. So my overall opinion is that Christians cannot do yoga. You can go ahead and fight against me and say that they can do it, but my opinion will stand firm that Christians cannot do yoga because of what it started from, and people try to evolve it and change it over time when it always goes back to worshiping Brahma, the idol. So I'm not here to condemn you or to tell you you're doing bad, don't do yoga. No, that's not what I'm here. I'm here to help you and encourage you, and when you have questions that you can come to me, and I'll be there to help you. And I want you to know that I'm a safe place to come to. You can always come to me if you have nobody to talk to, or if you should come to me if you have questions about me, about my channel, about faith, anything. You can always come to me, and I'll always be willing to answer questions. And I hope that you don't think that I'm trying to condemn you, because I'm not, because I'm just trying to love on you. Because I want everybody to know who Jesus is and who God is, and to turn away from evil things and to turn to Jesus. So that is all I have for today's video. And don't forget my goal to help me reach 100 subscribers by May 24th, my birthday. And so I hope you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get notified anytime I post a new video. Have a blessed day, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.